Hello YouTube, the Jersey Shark here. Sorry it has been ages since my last video. This year has been a roller coaster to say the least. But as I get my cards here in order for this video, I am probably the only crazy guy who watched hockey instead of Game 7. I know it's going into extras right now, even though it probably should not have been going to extras, from what I've been hearing in multiple chats. But yeah, we'll see what happens at the conclusion. I'm sure while I'm recording this video, it is because knowing how I always ramble on and everything, and going through all these cards, it's probably gonna take close to half an hour. So yeah, it's probably whatchamacallit. It's probably gonna be over by the time I'm done with this. But we all know who's going to win anyway, because I'm not posting this until Sunday. So yeah, and I'm not gonna put it on the TV. That would just distract me. I notice that when I have something on the TV, it distracts me a lot. It's like not like this is the 5th time I've tried to record this video, but this video is going to be, speaking of the video, this is going to be all my baseball Topps Now purchases from the season. I was debating on waiting for the MLB awards because we know Paul Skeens is going to win Cy Young, and he will for sure get a Topps Now card for that. But I probably will not get that Topps Now card until the beginning of December, and I don't want to wait on that. It's bad enough I'm still waiting for Upper Deck E-Pack cards from last season. That will most likely be the next video I upload on this channel. I've been meaning to do a lot more sports card content, amongst other things, but again, roller coaster year, and I didn't really have the motivation until now. So for those of you who don't know, I am a Pirates Rays fan, and basically all the cards in this video will be Pirates and Rays, other than the Home Run Derby set. So I have quite a bit to go through. I feel I bought more cards this year than I did last year. Only cards I bought last year were Skeens, and for some reason I missed out on every Junior Combinero card. I don't know why. And I have to go back and see, I don't know if Jared Triolo got any, but I have to see if there are any for him, because that is another Pirates player I PC. My main Pirates piece, if I were to pick 3 players I PC, Skeens, McCutcheon, Triolo, O'Neal Cruz here and then, just because of how cheap a lot of his rookie cards are. I mean, yeah, he had a disastrous season. For the Rays, Brandon Lau, Cominero, obviously, and I want to say Shane Baz. And then as far as rookies go, actually that's what's going to start this video, is a trio of Rays rookies. So I have Cameron Meisner. I do like Meisner a lot. I hope we see more of him next year. I know all the hype with Simpson is why he was sent down. And plus they like Simpson's speed more, but I prefer Meisner's defense. Gonna try not to spend too much time on each card. And thankfully this year I got way more parallels than last year. Last year, other than the guaranteed parallel from the All-Star Game set, I got one for Tyler Alexander, who's no longer on the Rays. And then my only other one was a Formula 1 of Pierre Gasly, which was coincidentally pink parallel. I was thinking of showing all my Topps Now cards from last year, but whenever I do a PC video, I guess that's when I'll show those. And then here's Jake Mangum. He needs to be in more top sets. I don't know why him and Meisner were not in every top set. I don't know. And then here's Chandler Simpson. That is the Heat going on right now, if you hear that in the background. I apologize for that. Here's a Pirates rookie I thought we'd see more of, along with Billy Cook and Nick York. And that's Matt Gorski. Why am I getting a... Oh, I'm like, why am I getting a fantasy football notification? Just someone making a roster move. Oops. There we go. So there's Matt Gorski. Oh my god, enough with the moves. Jeez. What, someone... Oh, okay. Alright, cool. You're dropping players and adding players. I don't care. Don't interrupt my video. Probably should have turned off notifications. Oh well. Here's a cool one. Was hoping to get a parallel for this one. That's McCutchen and Clemente. They made one for McCutchen tying Clemente's record, and then one for breaking his record. Here's Ian Seymour. I'm sure we'll see more of him next year. There's that. And then there's the aforementioned McCutchen. Passing Clemente on the all-time Pirates home run list. Hopefully we get one more year of Kutch. Please. Here's a card back when the Rays were good this season and gave us all false hopes. That was a crazy game. That's why I love Topps Now cards like this. You just remember a crazy game or crazy event that happened during a game. But I know there are a lot of silly cards. Like last year, for instance, I got one for Brandon Lau hitting a walk-off home run. Larry said Brandon Lau hits walk-off to send Rays home happy. Did that need a Topps Now card? No. But they did it anyway. And they do one for first pitches, which I wish they would just bring back the first pitch inserts they had years ago in the flagship sets. They'll do one for animals even. I know it's weird. I know a lot of people hate Topps Now, but for the casual collectors, we like it. And there's nothing wrong with being a casual collector. It's not at all about the expensive cards. Bottom line, you just collect who you like and whatever you like to collect. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Last card before the Home Run Derby set. Oneil Cruz with that insanely long home run. What sucked about this year with the All-Star Game is that the All-Star Game set did not guarantee you a parallel like last year, which is why I didn't go for it. I forget if Skeens had a card. I don't think Skeens nor Caminero had a card in the All-Star Game set, which is also why I didn't really care to buy it. But I did go with the Home Run Derby because it did guarantee a parallel. Unfortunately, the parallel I did receive was not a numbered one. It was a pink foil parallel. That kind of sucked too. I wish it was a guaranteed number parallel like it was with the All-Star Game set last year. Anyway. So, Home Run Derby cards. I don't need to show the backs for every single one of these because they're all the same. It has the player. It says 2025 T-Mobile Home Run Derby participant. And then the totals on the back. So we have James Wood, Brent Rooker, Junior Caminero, Oneil Cruz, Byron Buxton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Cal Raleigh, and finally Matt Olson. Obviously not as many Skeens cards as last year, but here's one for him being the first pitcher to begin career with 2 All-Star Game starts. Wonder if him winning the award this year is going to have Livy Dunn on it again. Personally, I hope not. Don't really care for Livy Dunn. Just saying. Here's one of the common errors I did not forget about. There were 2 this year that I forgot to order for whatever reason. I was really hoping he'd break Carlos Pena's record, but maybe next year. I'm just glad he had a great season. That's what I was hoping for the Rays this year. Going into the season, I knew they probably wouldn't make the playoffs, and you just look at the pitching rotation, go, yeah, I don't know how they're going to succeed. And then they started off great. That's why I mentioned earlier in the video that they're giving us false hopes. Here's one for the late Dave Parker for the I almost said all home run star derby. Ooh, I know it's late, but come on. This is for being inducted into the Hall of Fame finally. Great speech by his son. Here's another common arrow. This is when he reached 30 home runs on the season. Should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but feel free to pause at any point to read the back. Here's one for Skeens. Milwaukee is definitely his kryptonite. Them, and I guess the division in general. I know his really bad games were against Milwaukee, but I know he was a little shaky against the Cubs. I think there was a game or two against the Reds that he could have been better. But obviously not every loss is his fault, and that's why when it comes to Cy Young, you don't look too much into the record. He's basically he's basically like Jacob deGrom in that aspect, where he pitches well and just gets little to no run support. Oh, remember how I mentioned silly Topps Now cards? This call up for Bob Seymour. First career home run is first by a Bob, in quotations, in MLB since 2002. Yeah, this one's a silly one for sure, but yeah. Yeah, it's so random. But that's part of the reason why people also like Topps Now. I'm obviously no way like sponsored or anything. Why would I be? But no, I am just a fan of Topps Now. We have it for basketball now, and I'm sure next year when Topps has the NFL license, we will get NFL Topps Now, which I'm okay with. That's probably going to be better than Panini Direct, I think it's called. I am kind of... No, not kind of. I am pissed I missed out on that. I didn't know there was a Chris Boswell auto in the Panini Direct. That is what it's called, right? Yeah, it is Panini Direct. Okay. Anyway, here is a prospect many people were excited to make his debut, and that's Bubba Chandler. Definitely lived up to the hype. And then I'm sure we'll see Connor Griffin eventually as well. Here's another Skeens. Because of course there's going to be a lot of Skeens, a lot of Judges, a lot of Otanis. All the big stars are going to get a good amount of Topps Now cards throughout the season. Here's another Bubba Chandler. I'm actually going at a better pace than all my other attempts at recording this video. Here's another common arrow. Fourth youngest in MLB history with a 40 home run season. Again, really was hoping he'd break Pena's record. Here's a Cam Devaney. I don't know why it took the Pirates forever to finally add him to the lineup. He was part of the Adam Frazier trade this year. Poor guy had to wait that long to get his first MLB hit. Here's the, I think, second to last Skeens. No, never mind. Okay, maybe there were more Skeens than I thought this year. Yeah, the rest of the base is Pirates. You have one Bubba Chandler. No, Hunter Barco, and I'm surprised I didn't get a parallel for that Hunter Barco, honestly. But yeah, 3 Skeens, and a Hunter Barco to finish this up, and then I'll move on to the parallels. There's that. Did I show the back of this one? I don't even remember. There we go. Here's this one. Here's the Hunter Barco. Him and, I always mess. Is it Ashcraft or Ashcroft? I always get it mixed up. He's going to be an integral part to the Pirates next year. Barco should too. And I thought we'd see more of Thomas Harrington, who's going to be the first parallel of the video. And this was the last card, the Paul Skeens. For some reason, this card took forever to arrive. And then initially, it was at the distribution center 20 minutes away from my house. And then for some reason, it left there, went to Arizona, and then from Arizona to Oregon. And then after Oregon, back to here in New Jersey, and then I got the card. I don't know why it took so long. I'm thinking for some dumb reason that I was getting a parallel or something. No. Somehow I did get a Skeens parallel this year. I don't know how. It's actually the card after this Thomas Harrington. This is the out of 10 black foil. I know you can't really tell from the camera, but this is a black foil. Yeah, I thought we'd see more of Harrington this year, but, you know, Pirates being Pirates. Do I really need to say more? This one's pretty cool. This is Skeens and Dylan Cruz facing off against each other. Got the gold parallel bookend. Yeah, I couldn't believe when I opened up the package and it said I got a hit. I kind of wish. I wish it was not wish. That's the wrong word too. It would have been great if they kept it. If they kept the parallels like how it was last year, where you didn't know you were getting a parallel, and if you did get a parallel, you would still get the base version of the card. Wish they still did that. But, oh well. Here's the orange. Here's an orange O'Neal Cruz. His first career Grand Slam. I'm actually surprised it took him this long to hit a Grand Slam. Here's a nice surprise for the Rays this year, Jonathan Aranda. He's been great ever since they got him. I love how he's wearing the double bubble bucket on his head. Held a knee on there. These next two Comaneros I did buy. I figured, why not just buy the parallels? They were cheaper than I thought they would be. So here's the first one. His first Grand Slam. That one's 1 out of 10. This one's 8 out of 10. This is his 6 RBI game. Thought that was a 3 at first, but that is an 8. They just messed up on the number there. This next one I was very happy to get a parallel of, because he is he is the best player in franchise history, and that's Evan Longoria. So you bet I was excited to get a parallel of this one. I'm sure when it's all said and done, though, that it will be Comanero who becomes the best player in franchise history. Here's another unexpected hit, and that's Chandler Simpson for his 3 steal night. He still needs to work on his defense. He does strike out more than you would like, but you know he's going to be part of the team for a long time. Hopefully. I was going to say, you know how the Rays are, but they finally have new ownership, so thank God. Lord only knows when that will happen with the Pirates. And the Steelers, for that matter. That's another rabbit hole we can go down that I don't want to go down right now. And then here's the pink parallel I mentioned when talking about the Home Run Derby set. Whoops, wrong pile. And only 2 more parallels, and that will do it for this video. I'm surprised that I got this under 30 minutes, honestly. Here's a Leolver Pajero, if I'm pronouncing that right. 7 out of 10 on the black parallel. So 15th player in Pirates history with a 3 home run game. Oh, and what I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, and I should have mentioned this, is that I only buy 1 copy of a card. I don't buy bundles or anything like that. And then finally, the last one. Cannot wait to start adding his cards to the PC. This one being my first, obviously. Carson Williams. Finally, the Rays have a shortstop again. All we need is a catcher. I thought it'd be Logan Driscoll, but nope. Poor guy. Injured. Poor guy was injured, and yeah, who knows if he's ever going to see the majors again or not, but you'll see him a lot in, or not, you will. You've seen him in numerous Topps products this year. But here's Carson Williams, his call-up card. And I got the gold parallel on this one, which is really nice. Love those jerseys. I got to get me one of those. Because my only Rays jersey right now is a Glasnow. Which honestly is the only reason why I was pulling for the Dodgers. I know, I'm bad. But I have a lot of Glasnow cards I'm still trying to sell, so him winning a ring would have been nice, but oh well. Is the game even over? I don't even know if the game's over. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Cool. So again, by the time this is uploaded, we all know who's going to win the World Series. So, congratulations to the fans of the winning team. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. And my next upload will most likely be whenever I get the E-Pack cards I'm missing to record that video. And then we'll see where I go from there. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I will do my best to upload this Sunday morning before the Steelers game. Bye for now.